On July 16, 1990, the Verkhovna Rada adopted the Declaration on State Sovereignty of Ukraine. However, the state continued to live under the Soviet constitution.
Комуністичні сили мали великий вплив.
Communist forces had a great influence in the government. For example, 100 members of the People's Rada represented opposition in the Verkhovna Rada of the first convocation, and the rest were either communists or looked towards Russia and its ideology. Therefore, there was a struggle for key aspects of the state order of the future state.
A constitutional commission to develop the draft basic law was created in the same year. It was published in the newspaper Voice of Ukraine and submitted to a referendum. In 1993 to 1994, the constitutional process was suspended. The Verkhovna Rada ran early parliamentary elections. It resumed after Leonid Kravchuk was elected the president.
The confrontation between the left and the democratic forces was intense. A solution was made through the conclusion of a constitutional treaty between the president and the Verkhovna Rada. The Constitutional Commission, in particular, its final composition was formed again. It developed a draft of the constitution. In March, the commission approved it and put it up for discussion by the Verkhovna Rada.
However, the Verkhovna Rada created its own special commission. It worked out the offered version for the second reading. About 6,000 amendments were made to the document. The Constitution was submitted for voting in the session hall on June 27th. Its consideration took the entire day. Initially, the communists and socialists were categorically opposed, demanding to make Russian the second state language. A compromise on the controversial articles on state symbols and language was reached by the morning.
They understood perfectly well that both symbolism and the Ukrainian language are key determinants of the new society. Yes, they did not want the constitution at all. After all, they perfectly understood that this is the passport for the new state. The longest confrontation was under Article 10 and Article 20 of the Constitution and the status of Crimea, as well as property issues. But in the end, we made a decision on these issues.
Ukraine's constitution was voted for at 9 a.m. The blue-yellow flag was brought into the session hall accompanied with the anthem, officially approved in the constitution. Reported by Olha Mikhailiuk, UATV.